Hey everybody, it's your girl Jada Michelle with For the Record. We're live here at Trackset Studios, and I have ERVN here with me.
Yo, yo, yo.
So if you want to know more about ERVN, then continue to watch. So I'm sitting here with ERVN, you guys, and ERVN's amazing. He's a great artist.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. He has such great lyrical content, and he has so much energy in all of his music. So shout out to Omar and Rare Management.
Yes, sir.
Plug.
We gotta plug that in.
Yes, of course.
Rare Management.
Shout out to Omar for putting me on. So, but tell me, like, as far as music though, like, how did that even happen? Because your brother does music too, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he does music, but for me, I've been doing it just since like elementary school. So so since elementary school, I had like started off in like a little duo with like a old friend of mine. I forget the name of it though. But Rick, I know you out there, so if you watching this, DJs is what it was called. Actually.
DJs, okay.
Yeah, we had like this one song. We the DJs from back in the days. You know, just something crazy like that. But I started off in elementary school, kept it going in middle school, and then high school. You know, that's when it really got like I started taking it a little bit more serious. Put out a group project in high school. I think that was a sophomore year. Young Outlaws Volume 1. There's gonna be some people from Evans who probably still have it. I got people who still like always text me pictures of the actual CD.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, and then you know after that I kind of just started transitioning into real life, and then just decided like, you know what, the talent is still there. I'm not getting any younger, so we got to make this happen.
Yeah, that's true. And it's interesting because with responsibilities and becoming an adult, and with life comes adversity. So did you ever go through a time where you were just like, I don't even know if I'm going to even really do this music thing for real?
I'm going to be completely honest with you because I want to be as transparent as possible. There were several times that I've gone through that. You know, it feels like time after time after time. And even now with this project, you know, I've even, you know, kind of run into times where it's kind of like, damn, you know, when you actually, I think we judge people and their music so much and so hard that sometimes we don't look at what it takes to put a project out. You know, in terms of the focus, the making sure you have your business right, the budget.
Yeah.
You know, all that thing comes into play. So everyone who has a project out needs to be saluted for that because it's a lot of hard work that goes into that. So yeah, plenty of times. Like I've even run into that just recently, but you know, we still going. We're gonna keep pushing. So
that's good.
Keep pushing.
That's good. So what do you, I guess, for people who go through that, because sometimes it may seem a little hopeless or you feel like it may not be for you. So what do you feel like is your drive and motivation, or what could you tell people to kind of keep them going?
Just once you've already invested into it, you might as well see it all the way through. You know what I'm saying? That's time that you can't get back. That's money that you can't get back. That's relationships that you built that you don't want to lose. You know, that you hope only build. And I think it builds a lot of character. You know what I'm saying? Like those times when you're in doubt, that's what's gonna show you who you really are. Like, are you a quitter or not? You know what I'm saying? Like some people, it take them a couple years to put out a project, but no matter how long it takes, they put it out. Yeah. You know, so.
Okay. Well, that's good. I'm glad you haven't stopped though, because you got some really good heat coming, especially with your new project Soul Food, right?
Yeah.
So tell us about that and why the title Soul Food.
I mean, so when I think of like soul food, I just think of just a lot of stuff that kind of like sticks to you. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to eat soul food every single day because you'll blow up. You know what I'm saying? Eating soul food every single day, but you know, there's gonna be that time where you know you want a good meal. Just like reminds me of like you know, family, just reminiscing on, you know, life situations. You know what I'm saying? And for me, this project is basically just about having a little bit of everything. You know what I'm saying? You got your collard greens, you got your mac and cheese, you got all that stuff, and when you put it all on the same project, that's when you get soul food.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that concept. So, and the music that I've heard from you so far, when you think about one, being from Florida, right? And Florida, especially Orlando, doesn't really have its own identity. When you think of Florida, you think of South Florida when it comes to the hip hop and rap genres. You don't really think of Orlando. You think of Orlando, think of Mickey Mouse and Universal.
Right.
So, but you know, people hear artists like, for instance, KT or Whoop. They kind of all have, you know, somewhat of a similar sound, and they have their narratives that they're expressing in a different way. But yours is a little bit different. So, how does that, I guess, make you feel, or how could you use that to really build a platform and kind of maybe gain a cult following?
I just think one of the ways, I think if you kind of study like what Orlando is doing, like Orlando's just so big on tourism. You know what I'm saying? So much of their money comes from tourism, and it's unfortunate because like on the west side of Orlando, there's just so much that goes on. You know what I'm saying? Kidnappings, crime, drugs, murders. You know, everything that goes on over there, but the tourists don't know about that.
No.
You see what I'm saying? That's why they keep coming here, and I kind of feel like, you know, every time you see an artist, like you mentioned, KT, Whoop, you know, to a lesser degree, but he had it at one point, Armstrong. You know, whenever you see someone banging on that door for Orlando and that door is about to open, they get put away. You know what I'm saying? And I just think that, you know, with me coming with a different type of sound, a different type of message, you know, it's not one that you're going to be able to silence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, you know, I definitely think that I'll be able to get it heard.
Yeah. That's good. That's important, though, because Orlando, they have so many hidden jewels, and like you said, it kind of gets overshadowed by that tourism, and they want to keep that money generating, you know.
Right.
Like,
they don't want to pay you nothing, but yeah.
Oh, I know. I worked at Disney. I'm like, man, y'all charge $20 for parking, but I make how much an hour?
Right.
Yeah.
But they'll keep it coming for sure.
That's good. That's cool. So tell me about, you know, where do you see yourself, and where do you hope to be? Like, you're not a 5-year plan, but where do you hope to see ERVN in 5 years? And what do you have coming up after Soul Food?
Man, in 5 years, I want to be obviously further than I am now. You know, I want to have multiple projects out, like Soul Food, for the record. You know, I'll plug that in, but but it's actually done. The project is done. You know, it's just a couple things that I've been tweaking and everything to why it's taking so long. But the project itself is done. All the songs are already recorded. Business, for the most part, has been taken care of. My follow-up project is already being worked on. Like, I plan to be a project ahead.
Nice.
So if you get this project, then the second one should be, you know what I'm saying, completed. We just got to finish it up. By the time that one comes out, the third one should be done. And, you know, I kind of just want to stay ahead. By then, you know, the brand shouldn't still be being built. It should have been built by that point, I think, in 5 years. And I should be, you know, hopefully being heard by the masses in 5 years, you know, outside of Orlando.
Okay.
Yeah, so for sure. You know, we might stay independent. You know, we'll see how it goes. But 5 years from now, I think the amount of people who know about ERVN is going to gradually increase.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
that's
5 years from now. So that's the plan for right now.
Okay. So before we go, I do want to play a little game, because I tell everybody the idea and the concept of this is to allow you to maybe gain some additional followers, but for the people who are already following you, or future people, they have something to come back to so they know who you are. So I'm going to ask you some questions, some would you rather questions.
Okay.
They're going to be extreme. But we're going to learn about ERVN today.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
Would you rather? Okay.
All right. So, would you rather party with Diddy or smoke with Snoop?
Man, I'll probably smoke with Snoop, man.
Okay. So you'll smoke with Snoop. All right.
Yeah, I feel like I gain a lot of knowledge there. I feel like if Diddy's turning up, he's really turning up. You know what I'm saying? If I smoke with Snoop, that's just so much wisdom to be shared right there. So.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I believe it. Especially, you know, when you those little memes when they say you high, you start really thinking about stuff.
Right. Yeah.
All right. So, would you rather spend the weekend with Donald Trump?
Hell no! I don't even got to hear the other part. I mean, I don't think there's anything worse than that.
I was gonna say, or let Casey Anthony babysit your daughter.
Shit, I'll take my chances with Casey Anthony.
You will.
Yeah.
So Donald Trump is not an option.
No.
We're not rocking.
Donald Trump.
We're not rocking with Trump at all.
No, not at all.
Okay, cool. So if you had the chance, would you rather do a feature for free with Jay-Z or Biggie if he was alive?
Oh man, I feel like I got so many friends who's probably gonna criticize this answer, like real hip hop heads. But I'm gonna go with Jay.
Jay?
Yeah.
Hove?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like I would relate to him more than I would a Big. Like that's just two, completely different eras right there.
Gotcha.
So.
No, I feel you on that. That's true. Okay, and then would you rather? This one is funny. Would you rather suck toes for $1,000 or eat a roach for $1,000? Suck dirty toes. I'm talking about toes they probably walked outside. And this is only for $1,000 for both. Eat a roach or suck some country bare feet.
And I have to choose?
I saw this on Pinterest earlier.
Yeah, no, this is going to be another one of them crazy ones. Honestly, it's people eating out of dirty kitchens every day. It's a lot of people eating roaches.
Let's keep on with the roach with nothing to eat.
Yeah, no. There's a lot of people eating roaches who don't know. So I'll probably take the roach.
You'll take okay.
Yeah. All
right. A big juice, like one of those palmetto bugs, the ones that got wings.
Hey, Fear Factor is a show. So, I'm down. I'll do the roach.
All right. Well, you're eating the roach. So now you guys know a little bit more about Irvin. He'd rather smoke with Snoop. He's definitely taking the feature from Jay, and he gonna eat a roach. $4,000.
Hey,
so
better than sucking dirty toes, man.
Right. But thank you so much for letting us get the chance to talk to you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, for sure. But in the meantime, like, where could we find you or find your music?
Well, right now you can find me everywhere through my website, www.ervnmusic.com.
It's gonna be right here somewhere.
Yep. Somewhere over here. You can find me on Instagram, all that stuff through my website and my SoundCloud. All is the same thing, Urban Music. So as long as you got that, just look it up and you'll find me.
All right, perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. Don't forget, guys, to follow at _for_the_record on Instagram, Twitter, like us on Facebook, and make sure you follow Irvin. I'll have all of his information plastered somewhere over here. So until next time.
Sounds good. Thank you, guys.